What would change in your life if you had better health, if you had more energy and vitality, and if you had an opportunity to change your family's future? Well, that's exactly what you're going to hear about today. And I am excited to be here to host this special Rain Thunderstorm Saturday. It's a global event, and we have all kinds of wonderful, wonderful things going on around the world. We have people here from all over the European countries. We have people here from Norway. We have people calling in from the United States. I see people from Canada. Guys, I'm so excited to be with you. And today you're going to have a very special program. And let me tell you a little bit about what we have planned, because you're going to get a chance to hear from one of the members of our scientific advisory board, who is absolutely the most exciting, vivacious, effervescent person I've ever met. Second, you're going to have an opportunity to hear from leaders from all over the country who have just come back from the most exciting luxury leadership retreat in Cancun, where, well, you'll hear about that. Okay, just stay tuned, because there was impact happening all over this group throughout the entire time we were there. Well, I'll let you hear from them. And then you're going to hear from one of our, probably one of the most recognized and celebrated leaders in our profession from around the world, who really understands what it's all about in terms of how to create prosperity and financial freedom in your life. As a matter of fact, you're going to hear about this incredible man who is making things happen around the world as well. And before we close, I'm going to share a very simple framework that can help you put together a focus and a plan for your next 90 days to make it the most awesome time in your life, in your health, and in your career. So we're going to kick it off right now. And as I said, I'm Ann Feinstein. Let me introduce myself. I'm a triple diamond here in Rain. And I am delighted to be your host today. And we're going to kick it off with a dear friend of mine who, dear friend doesn't even cover the word. I mean, he is just amazing, man. You've been touched by his life in so many ways. I've been lucky enough to be friends with him for over 25 years. I got to know his family. I've gotten to know now he has grandkids. Okay, I've watched those kids grow up. It's just been an amazing connection, and he and his wife are very special people, and we're very lucky to have him here with us today, as he's going to share his vision as president of Rain International. So with that, over to my friend, Jeff Higginson.
Hey, Rain, it's great to be with you today, Jeff Higginson, and I'm just excited to be able to spend some time with you and talk about some of the highlights that are going on and things that have happened around the world. Thank you, Ann, for the great introduction. I love being here and being able to be with the field, and especially to be with people like you. We just got back from Cancun, and I have to tell you, it was an amazing event. I had the time of my life. My wife had the time of her life. We're still talking about it. We had such a great time sitting in the sand, by the pool, sipping out of the coconut, all of the things that vacations do for you. And so many of the people had never been there before. Many people, this is a first for so many. And it was so great just to be in flip-flops, shorts, a ball cap, and be able to talk about real life, about real things, about stuff that matters to you, and to refocus on the business and what we're going to go do as we leave that event into this next year. Momentum has shifted officially. It has shifted, and we're seeing growth throughout the world. We're seeing checks rise. We're seeing the sales numbers climb. We're seeing great products coming into the countries throughout the world at a better, faster rate. And I'm going to say this, and I say this all the time: nothing in the world beats seed science nutrition. Nothing. I'm telling you, the science behind these products, it's life-changing, game-changing. This is real. Yeah, the vacations are awesome. Yeah, the extra income's awesome. But knowing that I am putting some of the very best products that you could ever possibly take into your body makes me feel better every single day. We have something special here. The only in the world that talks about the science that we deliver, the extraction of the meat of the seeds and what we get into our bodies is just I mean, for a person like me that is just a normal person, a normal guy, lives a normal, has a cheeseburger when he can, has a pizza when he can, coaches, I'm active and doing all those things. Knowing that I'm getting this product into my body matters for me. It makes a huge difference. Right now, this business is at the perfect place for you to go grow, to go accelerate, to go see incomes rise, to go see more people come on products. The opportunity to share this couldn't be better than it is right now. Coming into summer, preparing for the fall, this is a unique time in this profession. It's a unique time because it's a chance for us to bring in people that we've been working with, get customers, generate people taking this product, sharing it with everyone we come in contact with at all the various events and functions that you'll do throughout summer, growing your business and maintaining it so that when fall arrives, you're reaping all the rewards of everything you've worked on. I'm serious when I say this. Of the people that changed the course of their business in my career of 25 years, it's these months that happens. In these months, those who take the time to focus, to generate customers, to share, to invite, to find people to build with them, in these months, become the people that make the most significant income, most significant joy, most significant presence, because they worked through a period of time where many people are distracted, where many people get caught up in all the other stuff of summer. And I love summer. And by the way, go to the pool, take a vacation, do all that. But don't forget these months and what it can mean to you in your business. It is so, so special. And there will be people every year that do it, and you see about what they're doing. And then the next event, you're seeing them come across the stage at a rank that you think, how did they do it? What did they do? Well, I'll tell you what, it was the work in the summer that paid off. We're coming to you with so much energy right now. It's so fun to see, what's going on out there and to see these products getting to places. Our new manufacturing facility and all the things coming out of there are just spectacular. The quality's spectacular. Everything is just amazing. And I just want y'all to know that I'm as excited as I've ever been right now because finally, we're seeing it all come to play. We're going through things. Yeah, will it be perfect? No, of course not. It's never going to be perfect. But we're seeing things come into fruition, to play, to come into where we're getting better at what we're doing every day, and it gets better from here. Jump in with us. Join us. Lock arms with us. And make this journey special with the greatest seed science nutrition and greatest nutrition, arguably, in the world. My name's Jeff Higginson, and I am Rain. Thank you, everybody. Back to you, Ann.
Thank you, Jeff. Oh, guys, do you get the vibration that's coming out of Provo, Utah from Jeff Higginson and the corporate staff? I got to tell you that it just makes me understand once again the power of what we have with these products, the power of what we have with this infrastructure around the world, the power of the people that are connected together as a result of the products, the infrastructure, and the opportunity. It's it's a mind-blowing experience when you really get it. So we're going to now switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit as far as what Jeff was talking about seed source nutrition. But we're going to have one of my favorite people over in Norway. She is a nutritionist, a personal trainer, and as I said, one of the most vivacious ladies, okay, I have ever met. I love hanging out with her. And so we're going to turn it over now to my good friend, Pia Teresa Torper. Over to you, Pia.
Thank you, Anne, and thank you everyone for having me here today. As you'll hear throughout this event, I know there are going to be shared some stories later. Many of us have just returned from an incredible trip to Cancun, Mexico. And honestly, oh my gosh, what a trip! We enjoyed amazing food, beautiful weather, great conversation. I love the talk we had on the beach and sharing stories about seed nutrition, the boat trip, workouts, dancing, dinners together, laughter, and so many unforgettable memories. We truly lived life to the fullest. But let me tell you a little secret. Whenever I travel, people often ask me, Pia, how do you stay energized, hydrated, and balanced whenever you're flying long distances and changing time zones, eating different food, being out of your normal routine? And for many, this summertime makes routines a little bit different. Traveling, eating late or different, we might get out of sync with our normal routines. So today, I want to share a few of my personal daily habits and some of my favorite Rain products that supports me both while traveling and when I get back home. So my absolute favorite combination, Pure and Beat. These two come in perfect sachets, so they are easy to bring with you anywhere. And I mix them together every single day. Not only does this taste amazing, but it become one of my favorite daily ritual. When I'm traveling, eating different foods, sleeping in different beds, and following a different schedule, I like knowing that I'm supporting my gut health also by staying hydrated and supporting healthy circulation. So for me, Pure and Beat is a perfect travel companions. Whether I'm sitting on a long flight, exploring a new city like we did in Mexico, or simply enjoying a relaxing vacation, this combination helps me feel my very best and stay consistent with my healthy habits. It gives me energy. I use it as a pre-workout. Sometimes I take it instead of my coffee. It can be used as a mocktail if you don't want to drink alcohol. So this is summer in a bottle. I just simply love it. And then we have Bright, another product I love during travel. Let's be honest, travel is exciting, but it could also be physically and mentally demanding. Long travel days, busy schedules, lack of sleep, and time zone changes can challenge both energy and focus. That's why I like taking Bright as a part of my daily routine. I appreciate the combination of ingredients that support mental clarity, focus, and cognitive performance, especially during busy days when I want to be sharp and fully present. And this is also super easy to bring with you. And then let me tell you a little secret. Renew. Throughout summer months, Renew is a product I use consistently. Many people experience what I call vacation digestion, different food, different meal times, less routine, and sometimes a little too much indulgence. Let's be honest. I love Renew because it supports the body's natural cleansing process while also helping support healthy cellular function, helping the cells to make energy. Like, how cool is that? What fascinates me most is the focus on cellular health and mitochondrial support, because when our cell function well, we often feel the difference in our daily energy and vitality. So for me, Renew together with Pure Beat is like my personal summer wellness toolkit. And let me tell you, it's not only the products, it's the habits. No matter where I am in the world, I always keep a few simple habits. I move my body every day, not for an hour, not a complicated workout, just a few minutes, some squats, some core exercises, a quick strength workout, a walk. Sometimes that reminds my body that it's still taking care of ourselves. Consistently beats perfection every single time. And of course, I never forget my protein. Form is something I use almost every day. I don't have it in my office. It's in my kitchen. I sprinkle that powder everywhere. I add it to my yogurt. I put it in my smoothies. Sometimes I even put it in my coffee. Getting enough protein helps support muscle recovery, healthy aging, and keeps me satisfied throughout the day. For me, it's one of the simplest ways to stay on track, especially when travel and during busy summer months. So if I could leave you with just one message today, it would be, you don't need to be perfect to feel amazing. Enjoy the vacation, enjoy the food, enjoy the celebration, enjoy life. But a few simple daily habits that help your body stay supported, for me, is movement, hydration, protein, gut support, and products like Pure, Beat, Bright, Renew, and Form. Sorry, I couldn't just pick one because they're all great. Those simple habits make me feel energized, balanced, and ready for whatever adventure comes next. Thank you so much, and back to you, Anne.
Did I promise you energy and effervescence? Did I promise you somebody that just knocks it out of the park? I'm sitting here, I can't stop smiling. Okay, Pia, you make me want to smile and make me say, whatever she has, I want it. So thank you so much for joining us today. You are an absolute delight. And you heard a reference the incredible time we had over in Cancun. I mean, guys, really, it was freaking awesome. We had so much it was luxury from the time we got to the resort, the beautiful environment, the pools, the food. Well, you know what? Let me just show you a quick video. Okay, let's roll that.
Un aplauso para mami y papi, porque en verdad rompieron.
Told you we had a good time. Did you see all those smiling faces? Did you see that luxury, the beautiful, all-inclusive resort, food, dancing, fun? It just went on and on and on and on. So guys, listen, I'm going to turn some time over to some of the people who came and joined us because they want to share the impact that this has had, not only for themselves and their families, but for their lives, for their mindset, vacation, and the lifestyle. So with that, let's kick it over to some of my friends in Italy.
Ciao, sono Laura. Cosa mi porto a casa da questa leadership? Mi porto la visione che il mio sogno può essere raggiunto. E questo me l'hanno fatto capire i tanti leader a livello internazionale che sono qui a Cancun in questa settimana. Il progetto è partito, l'obiettivo è chiaro e vogliamo portare l'Italia dove si merita.
Ciao, sono Alessandro. La mia esperienza qui a Cancun a questa leadership è stata meravigliosa. Sono stato fortunato a incontrare tantissime persone con cui ho avuto la fortuna di poter condividere e connettermi con loro.
Ciao, sono Federica. Io mi riporto a casa da questo magnifico viaggio tanta energia, tante conoscenze in più e sicuramente l'energia per il mio futuro che sia sempre più bello e radioso.
Ciao, da questo viaggio in Messico io mi porto a casa la conferma che uno stile di vita speciale possiamo costruirlo con questo progetto e con questi eccezionali prodotti. Quindi lo consiglio veramente a tutti di non perdere queste occasioni.
Ciao, io sono Elena, sono qui nel Mar dei Caraibi, sorprendentemente un viaggio di un contest che ci ha proposto l'azienda, che ho voluto, che ho vinto e torno a casa con un bagaglio eccezionale, con un'opportunità che può essere per tutti noi, per tutti voi. giorni di divertimento, di crescita e condivisione, tanta gratitudine negli occhi delle persone che per la prima volta condividono un viaggio di questo tipo. Il nostro business è la possibilità di costruire un vero e proprio stile di vita. Io sono Francesca.
Ciao, sono Davide. Il segreto del successo è non farsi raccontare le cose, ma vivere di persona. Quindi quando hai la possibilità di vivere un viaggio come questo, dove incontri passione, concretezza, azione, ma soprattutto la mission dell'azienda per il quale decidi di farne parte, è il segreto più grande per avere il successo.
Hello, Emma here, checking in from Cancun, Mexico. I have spent almost the last week here now with like-minded people from all over the world. It's my first time attending a qualification trip like this, and I have never been this far from home before. Being in a place like this with both the people that I know and people that I shake hands with for the first time, it's really something special, and just the small things people share really touches me and enlightens me. For me, I think the most memorable moment was spending the day on this beautiful catamaran, because I grew up with a family boat, not like this one at all, but being out on the water again, it felt so familiar and really reminded me why I do what I do and why I want experiences like this and how grateful I am. So thank you so much.
Здравейте, Натия Рейн, казвам се доктор Петя Хубенова и се включвам на живо от Канкун, Мексико. Част съм от лидерския ретрит тук и имам удоволствието да споделям времето, пространството, въздуха с хора, които са постигнали успех и са тук заради нас, за да споделят. Хора, които работят със сърцето си. Хора, които почувствах много близки. Същите тези хора се събуждат сутрин, за да бъдат полезни за останалите. Затова аз съм Рейн. Затова аз се превръщам точно в тази, в която искам да бъда. Аз съм доктор Петя Хубенова и аз съм Рейн.
Здравейте от мене, казват ми доктор Мария от България. Присъединявам се към всяка дума, мисъл и чувство на доктор Петя. Искам да кажа, че аз тук усетих пулса на Рейн, усетих душата на Рейн, усетих колко много са вътре във всичко, което говорят и колко честно го правят хората в Рейн. Освен невероятната организация, за която съм много благодарна, най-важното, което ще отнеса от тия 5 дни е усещането, че тук се създава нещо голямо, приятели. С честност, подкрепа, любов, безкористност, целеустременост. Тази малка група от 20 души тук е началото, зародиша на едно движение, което ще застане, сигурна съм, срещу света на войната и на злото и на кризата. И ние наистина сме с целия възможен потенциал, обединявайки се, да създадем движението на промяна. Промяна за всеки и промяна за света, в който живея. И затова след Канкун, аз, Мария, доктор Мария, съм много повече Рейн.
Ciao, sono Elena dall'Italia. Abbiamo passato questa magnifica vacanza a Cancun tra momenti di aggregazione, di cultura, relax e sole. Mi resterà nel cuore sicuramente per sempre e soprattutto doppiamente perché ero qua con mia figlia Maddalena.
Ciao, sono Maddalena e ringrazio mia mamma e voi per avermi dato questa opportunità di essere qui con voi, per aver conosciuto nuove persone e per aver visto nuovi posti. È una vacanza che comunque mi rimarrà nel cuore.
Ciao, sono Giulia. Questo viaggio mi ha permesso di trascorrere dei giorni speciali insieme a mia mamma in un paese che ho sempre sognato di visitare e soprattutto di poter costruire dei ricordi che mi porterò dietro a lungo, soprattutto nei momenti di studio all'estero lontano da lei, e ringrazio che mi ha dato questa opportunità.
Ciao, sono Cristina. Ogni vacanza lascia sempre qualcosa nel cuore da portare a casa. Questa vacanza a Cancun mi consente di portare delle forti emozioni che ho vissuto insieme a mia figlia Giulia, e per questo devo ringraziare tutte le persone che hanno reso ciò possibile.
Grazie Rein.
Grazie.
Hello, my name is Gerd Urdal. I am from Norway and I have been here in Cancun for some beautiful days. This is in Mexico and it's very, very hot. So I've been here working together with the Norwegians and people from a lot of other countries. And that is the main thing by going for these trips. It's meet our companions from all over the world. It's very nice. I started 9 years ago, and my health has been little by little better and better. So now I am my 81 year, and I use no medicine, nothing. I feel good. So I have learned, talk to people. That's the only thing we need to do, and tell them how good these products are. And that was number one, the health. The number two, you're meeting people. This is a job. Could you have a better job than try helping people to get a better health? It's the best you can have. And the third is all these fantastic trips we have around the world, from place to place. I've been here with my daughter and a lot of friends, and I cannot say others that join RAIN, start to use the products, and tell it to other people. And then maybe you will be on the next trip. Bye.
We are here in beautiful Cancun on the leadership retreat. We traveled 5 days early and we stayed together at another hotel first, and we had such a good time.
You know, traveling with colleagues who are also your closest friends. Good food, real laughter, the kind you haven't laughed in a long time. Just being in the sun together with no stress and nowhere else to be.
And then the retreat started. Friends from all over the world, all building the same thing. Business conversations by the pool, strategy talks, that just happens naturally. That's where the real magic happens.
And getting to actually talk leadership, not from a distance, but face to face, and feeling seen and heard by the people at the top. That means a lot.
You're being recognized at the stage. We went on this catamaran trip with the whole group where everything was taken care of. Just show up, eat well, enjoy yourself, and that's what this business can give you.
And for everyone at home who's watching this is what you're building towards. This is a team, and you don't do this alone. One day, you'll be standing here with us.
And we're going home full of energy, full of ideas, and ready to keep working. See you next time.
Well, I promised you some fun in the sun, and you sure got a very big, big picture of what we just experienced. And I want to thank Jeff Higginson and Abby Higginson for the wonderful opportunity to be part of this and the beautiful way in which they hosted it. Guys, if you were there, just say thank you to Jeff and Abby. And also all the GMs and all the corporate executives who spent time with all of us answering questions, hanging out. And I'll tell you, for me, it was wonderful. I just went around the world to all the different leaders and also the GMs, the corporate executives. And there's another very special person that we all want to thank, who planned this, who coordinated all the schedules, the activities, the agendas, and the crazies. And that is Aileen Cardoza. Aileen, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Thank you for all you did 24 hours a day to get this all together. And you did it with such heart and such generosity. We all want to say thank you. So guys, now we're going to head on down to Miami to a very special friend of mine, a very special guy who's been in my life now also for about 25, 30, 40 years. I don't know. We lost track of time. He's a New York Times best-selling author. As a matter of fact, his last book is a rocking, amazing book you all need to have for Prosperity Manifesto, to let you know what you need to do, how you need to do it, and to get you in the right mindset. And he's an expert an absolute expert in prosperity, in our profession, and just all around really great guy that it's a master class every day hanging out with you, my dear friend. So over to you, Mr. Randy Gage, our diamond in Miami.
If you're like most people, you've been taught that taking action is risky and doing nothing, standing still, is safe. And I believe that's probably one of the biggest lies that we get sold in this lifetime. Because the people who are standing still, the people who believe they're playing it safe, are enslaving themselves to a life of mediocrity. So welcome to Thunderstorm Saturday, everybody. As you heard, I'm Randy Gage, coming to you from my place in Miami. And I just want to talk about the cost of rain. And I'm going to speak to everybody. You guys who are here as guests, just looking at rain for the first time, thinking about becoming a customer, thinking about doing the business, and all my fellow associates who have already made the commitment and are in rain. So what's the cost of being a customer of rain? Well, you can look at it and say, wow, $90 for a box of, I'm going here in the US, right? Different prices, different products around the world, VAT taxes, import taxes, shipping fees, everything. But it's not inexpensive. It's not cheap. Yet I think either one of these products, Sol or Sol Red, either would be one of the most beneficial, valuable products ever sold in more than 60 years in the direct selling industry. Because what these ingredients do for inflammation, and what inflammation and the role it plays in wellness, sickness, disease, weight management, recuperation, recovery, whatever health, wellness related topic, condition you want to know about, what we know is this: when your body gets lower inflammation, it's stronger, the immune system works better, the energy is there, the recuperation is there, it just works better. You just can't compare that to anything you could find in a direct selling company, anything you could find in the supermarket or the health food store. This product, Core, I think this is better than either of the other two. I think this is probably the showcase product of our profession. It's a greens program, greens thing. I was at a wellness spa, and they had one of these juice bars. And to take everything that's in this one gel packet, it was $15 for one glass to replace this. This is equivalent of 9 servings of fruits and vegetables. I could make the argument that beet also, or Pure, the probiotic product, put them together like this, carry them around in your gorgeous, this is my official Bulgaria event, rain shaker bottle, carry them around with you. You could say, well, but what is the cost of that versus those supermarket supplements? Here's the thing with your body. If you don't take the rain products, you don't have to pay the bill today, because your body will send you the bill in 3 months, in 6 months, in 6 years. And you won't want to pay that bill. I promise you. Now, what about if we do the business? I mean, if you go and you get the big kit, which has all the cross-section of products and some of the marketing, business development materials, get your starter kit, all that, you could spend upwards of $1,000. You know what else you're going to have to spend? Your blood, sweat, and tears. You're going to have to spend 10 or 12 hours a week. There's a cost to pay for that. And a lot of you in this room, you know the cost because you've been paying that cost for years. I've been paying the cost in this profession since I was 20 years old. I've been paying the cost in rain for going on more than 2 years now. Here's what I can tell you. The cost is worth it. Because the cost, if you don't pay it, you know what is the cost you pay? It's the cost of staying the same. What we do in this business is we grow. We help other people live their dreams. We get paid overrides and commissions by teaching people team building skills, how they build a network of delighted Rain customers who want to use the product every day of the week. And the bill for staying the same person you are, not doing that, not doing the work, that's paid in installments you don't notice until you wake up one day and your account, your emotional account, is empty because you realize I'm living a life of mediocrity. I'm paying the cost of not going after my dream. I'm paying the cost of not investing in myself. Discipline creates freedom. When we take the discipline and say, I will find the time to work my business, we know the benefits compound over time. When we pay the cost of buying and using the Rain products on a daily basis, we know the benefits of those compound over time. So here's what I would just kind of wrap this all up with is there's a real cost to living your dream with Rain. There's a cost to eat premium nutrition versus the supermarket supplement stuff, the healthcare supplement stuff. But the most costly supplement you'll ever take is a cheap supplement. And the highest price you'll ever pay in life isn't the one you pay for going after your dream. It's the price you pay for giving up on your dream. All right, sending it back to you. Thank you, everybody. Peace.
Whoa, the cost of staying the same. Okay, I don't know about you, but that sure went right into my soul. And I hope it's happening for you as well. Because, and I thank you, Randy, for really driving that home for all of us. As I said, guys, it's like a master class hanging out with him. And many of you had that opportunity to hang out and spend time and think about, how this can help you with your health, your prosperity, and your financial future. And so I want to spend a few minutes, I want to talk about a 90-day game plan. And I want to talk about that because I believe in setting goals. I believe in knowing where you're going. Okay. I believe in setting intentions for a daily method of operation, a weekly method, and then a good day turns into a good week, that turns into a good month, and then you rinse, repeat. And so let's talk about that. I call it the 90-day accelerator. And the reason I speak like that about it is because I want you to really grasp, okay, the power of what we're going to talk about in your thoughts. Just as Randy was talking about the cost, let's talk about this. First off, now when I went through this myself and I wrote down my own reactions, I said, what is my 90-day game plan? So I'm going to ask every one of you, have a pencil and paper out, if you're putting in notes on your computer or on your phone, you got to have a 90-day game plan to focus on. Where do you want to be in 90 days? Okay, Randy talked about that, the 30, 60, 90-day issue. And I'm going to tell you that whatever you start today takes hold in this period. So what is the absolute goal you have? If you're here as a customer, you have a 90-day health goal. If you're here as a business professional, you could have both, but also what did you want to do in your Rain business over the next 90 days? Write it down. because what you write down, okay, allows your brain to focus on the how, okay, as you move along. You know the why, and when you have that, you then have the hows coming in. So the first question after that I'm going to ask you is, what could get in your way? Okay, what could stall you in terms of reaching that goal? Okay, and I sat down and I wrote things out for myself because I wanted to better understand what it would be for me. I wrote my goal. I'm very clear as to what I want to do, but I knew that, some of you know that back in March, I had a brain bleed, and everything could have just collapsed at that point. But I got through that, and within a couple weeks of getting out of a physical rehab, I remember sitting there and thinking to myself, I ripped the covers off, as Randy said, and I got out of bed and I put together a 90-day game plan because I said, you know what? Staying in this mindset is not going to help. Okay, so what does it mean? Getting back into action. For some of you, it's getting back into action. Where do you want to be in 90 days? Randy said you got to do something, and you do it on a daily basis. It compounds. I also thought, I'm overcoming the objections in my head, okay? Because we all have those, the yeses and the nos, the yeses and the nos, the doubts, the questions that can come up. So what could stand in your way? Write it down. Okay, it could be about health. It could be about your vitality. It could be, family. Okay, let's face it. It could be other obstacles. The second question, ask yourself, and that is, what solutions could you set up in advance, okay, to help you when you face one of those serious obstacles? What could you do? Okay, what do you set up in advance? So I wrote to myself, okay, what could I set up in advance? Getting back in my schedule. The first thing I did was I called my team. I said, hey, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, we're going to get on a team training. Okay, I want to get things going. And I changed my state. And when you change your state and you have the schedule set, things start to open up, don't they? Okay, if they do, if you know what I'm talking about, give me a yes. I want to see some yeses. I want to see some aliveness in the chat. Okay, you start overcoming objections. You start, regaining your health, okay, or your vitality. You start getting rid of the distractions that could put you in. I compartmentalize things. This is my rain time. This is my family time. This is my dog time. We all have that, if you're in my life. And this is my time with David. So you compartmentalize, but you have to do it on a daily basis in order to get a good day going and have a second day going and a great week. Okay, daily method of operation. Number 3, why is this goal so important to you? And I mean, get down deep. Why is this important to you? I can tell you that was probably the place where my heart opened up and the emotions came when I actually sat down and I wrote this. Because it gave me peace in my head again. It gave me purpose. It gave me my refocus. It gave me my confidence back. I know some of you are going, oh, please, no, really. This is absolutely the freaking truth. Okay, if you're laying in a hospital like I was, look like an AI environment with things coming out of your head, shaved sides, I want you to picture that. Mr. Gage came to see me while all this was going on. So you talk about dear friends. Jumped on a plane, came to see me and said, how could I, have you really thought that I woke up and I saw him standing there? And I'm telling you this because you will have people around you that will help you overcome the biggest challenges if you raise your hand and you're serious. Okay, serious. And building friendships, relationships, but really getting clear as to why this is important to you. And then letting people know what your plan is. Okay, because you're now writing it down. You're now declaring it. Okay, and I'm telling you, when we declare what we are and we move forward, okay, and within a month of having that environment, it was life-changing for me, and it can be life-changing for you. And it would help get my peace back, distress, getting back my confidence, as I mentioned that to you, all those things that's why it's important. And I'm telling you, if you go 7 layers down, you ask yourself, why is that important? Why is that important? Why is that important? You do it 7 levels down, which I did with our team. I'm telling you, I had a guy almost in tears. I didn't plan that, and he didn't plan that. He's a pretty tough, business guy. But it all came down to this brand new baby that he has that he never had time to spend time with when the older children were growing up. And that became his biggest why and the real reason that he wants to do this and break loose. So the fourth question to ask yourself is, what if I don't achieve this? Okay, what if? What if? Well, that's something you have to ask yourself. How is that going to impact you? How's that going to impact your family? How is that going to impact, okay, in my case, I said it's wasted potential for me. Okay, yours is going to be different. For me, it was wasted potential. It was also being disappointed in myself. Okay, that was a driving force. Okay, to really get things going because I'm feisty like that. How many of you are feisty about the things you want to go after? Okay, you're so clear, you're so focused, you're laser focused, you could see through a keyhole a mile away. Well, you got to be that way in your business if you want true success, sustainable success, compounded success. And of course, what if I don't do it? It's the financial stress. Come on, guys, face it. Okay, somebody here is writing, I don't want, Isabel's writing, I'm robbing my kids if I don't do this. Right. You go so far deep down that she's saying this is what would happen. So get clear on these 4 areas to help you really focus on a 90-day game plan. And if you haven't put one together yet, today is the day to sit down, pen and paper, on your computer, however you do it, and get it done. Because like Randy said, nobody here wants an unhealthy life of mediocrity. So guys, I'm so thrilled, okay, to have had a chance to be with you here today, put together that DMO, your daily method of operation, your weekly method of operation, and what you expect, your daily, weekly, monthly method of operation. So you get a picture. What kind of customers are you going to bring in? What kind of team members you're going to bring in? What kind of sales are you going to have? How is this going to be generated? Okay, all of those things will come into play when you get clear as to how that all comes together to create a great business for you and your family. And you don't have to do it alone. Look at this community of people you saw today, from the corporate executives, okay, the type of heartfelt people that we're dealing with. And by the way, Jeff Higginson is another one, jumped on an airplane and came to me in my darkest hour. Okay, you have Randy Gage and Jeff Higginson. I mean, guys, come on, there couldn't be a better group of people here. And that permeates, the top permeates down when you have really good people around you, and you do. There's a community in every one of the countries that we're doing business. Reach out, okay? And be the trigger for your country if there isn't one. Every one of us has to step it up and say, hey, you know what? I want to declare this, and I'm going to go forward with my health, with my prosperity, and with the family's future. So I just want you to remember this. The person who engages the most conversations wins. Wins. Conversations open up discussions. Doesn't mean jump on somebody. It means open up conversations. Listen to where people are. Okay, and really listen to where people are, because there are people out there that are suffering. From the most successful in life, they have no time freedom, to the most impoverished people in life, they don't have enough financial freedom and they don't have the better health that we all have to offer. Offer it to everyone, but be clear, okay? You have something magical in your hands that can change people's lives. So if you're a guest get back to the person who invited you here today. Let them know you have some questions. You want to get those questions answered and lock in your spot. Okay. And the person that you're talking to will help you become a customer, help you become an associate, and start to kick off your experience with RAIN International. Again, I want to thank all the speakers that joined us today. Guys, I love you all. And we'll be here next month, Thunderstorm Saturday. Okay, have a great week ahead, and let's close strong, guys. We have a big mission out there, and we got to tell the world. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now.
Un aplauso para mami y papi, porque en verdad rompieron.